I'm back. You're back. Where the fuck you go? I replaced you, dude. I replaced you. I got a plushie named Dilbert. I felt like that name fit really well with the old cartoons. And I put him on my desk and I talk to him now. My favorite part of the Dilbert cartoons was like the lore behind his dad. You get to see his dad in a couple episodes. But basically his dad is at an all-you-can-eat buffet. But because the all-you-can-eat buffet has a bathroom, his dad just doesn't leave. Like, he sleeps there and he eats. He like paid for one fucking meal. And now he just eats there and goes to the bathroom. So he's like, I'm never full. I go to the bathroom when I gotta go to the bathroom. All right. Progress is being made. So what did you miss? I've been gathering the charts. I took them to Tingle because Tingle can decipher them, so I know where to pick up the shards of the Triforce. Also, by the way, Tingle charges 398 rupees for every single chart that I want to decipher, so kind of an asshole. So then I used Game Shark codes to max out my rupees because I'm not farming rupees. These fucking things. Don't talk to the boat! Okay. Alright. What the fuck do you want? You want to go? Oh my god. Rupees, dude, not rubies. God, fucking get it together. We found 2 more fairies, one that raised my wallet to 5,000 and one that doubled my magic. Ready to my ears for this. Hold on. Right here. I only need 4 more. Meanwhile, one of the charts I don't need, 2 of the charts I don't even have yet. Oh yeah, I was gonna send you. They released a video about the combat in Gothic. I also actually got some exciting game news. Like, not for like the stream because it's not something like I could stream, but for me personally. I'm so sorry. But they announced the release date of Grim Dawn's new update. Grim Dawn is the only Diablo type game I've ever been able to play all the way to the end. Expansion. It's a DLC. But it adds like about 3/4 of the amount of content of the entire base game. And most of their updates have been, most of their expansions have been big like that. But there's a mod called Grimillion that I highly recommend everybody plays with. One, the big thing for me, you can multiply enemy spawns. So like you can have 3 times as many enemies on screen going in. It does make the game harder, but I love having a screen full of enemies coming at me. But the big thing, dude, it adds the classes from Diablo 2, Diablo 3, Titan Quest 2, and then 3 custom types of classes that are like made by the community. What I like about Grim Dawn, the big thing that I drop off of when I'm playing Diablo or something like that, is eventually I get bored of my class. Like, I just get bored of my class and I go make a new character, and it just repeats this cycle that I go through. But with Grim Dawn, you choose your class, and then I think at level 10, you choose your second class. So you can combine any 2 classes in the game to make completely unique, like, weird mashup of 2 classes. My favorite one is the Pyro from, I think it's from Grim Dawn, and the Nature class from Titan Quest. Because it had this insane poison ability. Yeah, you can completely freely respec. Although I say freely respec, I don't really know. I always cheat the money in that game. I always just give myself $1 million because I don't really buy a lot of stuff anyways, but the stuff I do buy, I need a lot of. Usually you're finding all your equipment, right? So the currency doesn't really matter to me, but I would like it for potions. And it's completely co-op, and you can play like a modded version of it together, which is really cool. What is it? What is it? Where is that son of a bitch? It's over there. What is it? God damn these fucking clouds. Link. Okay, so that's like, it's like a half moon. You know what's fucked up is I'm reading a guide for this moon part, and I still don't fucking get it. I had to Google moon phases, for Christ's sake. All right, so I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this goddamn moon. I'm looking at this moon. The right side is pretty much... Okay, so what's that called? That's called a waving gibbous. Oh, no, that's a waxing gibbous. What the fuck is a gibbous? Like, I can't help but ask. What the fuck is a gibbous? Okay, alright, whatever. Wind Waker. Go ship chart. If it's a waxing crescent, C2. So let's check out C2 first. But yeah, I had a ton of fun with Grim Dawn. I've made some crazy builds in Grim Dawn. That poison ability from the first Titan Quest game, though, that is crazy. Basically, it's a poison. When you inflict poison on an enemy, every tick, it spreads to the enemies near it. So you will have, like, in Grim Dawn, like, a wave of enemies coming at you, and you will cast this poison spell once. And if you've really buffed your poison, you'll cast it once. You'll watch the enemies drop in a literal fucking line. Like, it will kill the person you cast it on, the person that's after them, and it doesn't decrease in damage when it goes to the next person. It just transfers to them, and it's like they got it for the first time. So it just keeps going. The only challenge I run into is if you spec your poison up too high, you will literally kill the first person you target before it ticks. So before it actually transfers it to the next group. So you got to kind of like balance it, but it's so good. Oh, it's fucking telling me? That is the way. I forgot about this. I'm pretty sure I have tucked away the strategy guide for this game, because I also got it from Nintendo Power. And Nintendo Power had like a deal. If you resubscribed for a certain amount of time, you would get the guide. I used to do that all the time. I was also the coolest kid for a while because I got Nintendo Power exclusive Pokemon cards, and no one else had them at school. They had to ban Pokemon cards at my elementary school because people were getting into wars over them. Basically, it was like, I'm going to fight you, and if I win, I get your cards. And then it turned into, I still remember it. We kind of like, our playground had a quarter of it that was like a forest. And it basically turned into a bunch of kids hucking rocks at each other and building literal barricades out of huge stones to protect themselves while we hucked rocks at each other. And then whatever side, whenever an opportunity came up, you just took the cards. So yeah, you know, Pokemon was a crazy thing. Me having Nintendo Power exclusive cards, that was a big deal. All right. possess me already? Now you have to possess me, basically. Dude, I can switch to playing reverse controls in a second. You doing that is not doing anything. There we go. But no, I highly recommend Grim Dawn to anyone who has enjoyed any part of an ARPG, but has never been able to actually get into one. I highly recommend it. It's a cool story, but the class build, the build set, the class building is fucking nuts. You can make insane builds in that game because of the like class mixing. If you want like you can do like a mage that focuses on fire, purely fire damage. And then you can, at level 10, choose the Pyro Maniac. And the Pyro will just give you fire bombs on top of magic spells that are all fire. It is, you can like make a screen of fire. You can go nuts with it. But that's what makes, in my mind, multiplying the enemies so fun. I'm a big fan of cheating. Like, I will fuck with and mess with every game I play. I don't really, as you guys know from watching me stream, I don't play PvP games. I won't cheat against other people. But when I'm playing like games by myself, I want to experience them however the fuck I want to. Whatever gives me the most enjoyment out of it. And I love doing stuff like that. I have played I've played most of the major Dark Souls mods out there. The Convergence mod, Ascended is huge. I've been playing that since the first Dark Souls. I didn't play Elden Ring Ascended because they added a really dumb mechanic where your health drains all the time. What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Why am I outside now? Was anyone paying attention? I was talking, so I wasn't paying attention. Sometimes when I talk, my eyes don't work anymore. We got one more. Wait. I know I got the one more. I was just thinking sort of the details of what was on the screen. Dude, welcome to my fucking life. It's welcome to my life. It's ADHD is so fucking hard with that. You know, it's so funny. One of the main reasons I started this channel was to raise awareness about ADHD. And I did do a lot of charity streams. Like I've been doing fuck me. Extra Life for a really, really long time. I still want them to add CADAC, the Canadian ADD and ADHD Awareness Center, to their donations list. They don't have it on there, and I wish they did, because that is like, they are the #1 research group in Canada that is actively trying to understand ADD and ADHD and help people with it. But it's, when I get really into something, like really into an idea, like I was talking about before, I kind of, everything else zones out. Like, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, but I'm still doing it. And she's like a group of 30 people in your head telling you what to do. And every once in a while, you just lock on to one of those voices. A lot of seagulls. Yeah, you want me to believe that? Must be dead. I would love to end up in an opportunity where I can genuinely raise awareness about ADHD, primarily about young people with ADHD and medication and stuff like that. Although, from what I've been able to gather these days, it seems like they're doing a lot better from when I was growing up. Like, for example, some of the medications I was on growing up for my ADHD, they don't give people anymore. That's huge to me. That's a huge win. These motherfuckers. Still got it. Mormon dive bombers? What do you guys have against Mormons? Why Mormons? Where'd the Mormon come from? Are they like dive bombing Mormons? That just sounds like magpies. It's not something magpies would do. Alright, so I'm out of there. And I think that is about... Wait, I got the one in the ship too? I didn't even realize I got the one in the ship. They were done. So yeah, I made it so we always have 5,000 rupees. Oh, the wife just popped in. 1 second here. I'm still here, but one. they're kind of aggressive and dive at people. Dude, I don't understand how Mormons come into that in the naming scheme. They help the Mormons. They're like cricket dive bombers. See, that would make more sense, but it doesn't sound as good, right? Oh, you just made a fucking story pop into my head. And now I gotta try and remember what it was, and I won't be able to. The Gurkhas. So, the U.S. military went to the Gurkhas, who are like some of the most hardcore, think like Samoan level, fucking crazy warriors type deal. And they went to the Gurkhas and they said, we have a new squad, group, I don't know what the actual proper term for it is, that we want to put together. It's going to be people who jump out of planes and like go and fuck up the enemies behind enemy lines. And out of all of these soldiers, like 20 people, like only like 4 of them accepted to go and do it. And eventually the American military came back and was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I thought these were like the best of the, like the hardest core, the best of the best soldiers like in the world. And they ended up finding out after talks were had that everyone there from the Gurkhas misunderstood. They didn't know they were going to get parachutes. Which means 4 people out of these fucking 20 people were like, yeah, I'll fucking go, brother. I'll fucking go. Throw me out of a fucking plane and I will go down and fuck up everyone. I'm still going with my double magic. I think we're able to beat the game. And I'm going to admit something to you guys. I did a lot of looking around. And I did a lot of looking into. And because I've been enjoying this so much, we're going to play the next Zelda game. It'll be the last one I play from this series. But we're going to play the next Zelda game. That'd be Twilight Princess. It's a darker tone game, and it was the first Legend of Zelda game they did with like a modern day look to it. They also got rid of music in that one. There isn't any music. They brought back fishing, which is a win. And the main draw, like the main mechanic in that game, is you can turn into a wolf. But I was looking at it, and it seems like it has a much darker tone than the other ones. And I kind of like that idea. I already have... What the fuck is going on? I passed over it again. Oh, did I get it? Dude, what the fuck was that? It just like skipped the pull-up scene at the end there. Damn, the last Triforce shard we have to grab is at our hometown. So we found... Wait, hold on. So we found a map that revealed a Triforce shard. And we found a map at our hometown. And you're telling me that, like, I went through all that. It was just fucking there the whole time? I want to speak to the goddamn manager. I want to speak to the manager right now. I'm not paying for this. Oh, I'm not paying for this. Oh, you know what? Actually, I take back all my complaints. Oh, it's gonna be a nightmare. I'm basically Captain Jack Sparrow in this game, if you really think about it. Just like squint your eyes. I have to check one thing. I have to check one thing. I have to make sure grandma doesn't have it or some crazy shit. Nah, she's still comatose. I don't know why I even worried about grandma. I'm pretty sure she has slept this entire game. Have you guys ever heard of sleep debt? That's like a real thing. But sleep debt is like the thing that gathers throughout your life of the sleep you lost that you should have got that you didn't get. And there's a really depressing fact against sleep debt. Am I talking out my ass? I gotta look up sleep debt. No, sleep debt is the cumulative difference between the amount of sleep your body needs and the amount you actually get. If you need 8 hours a night but only get 6, you accumulate 2 hours of sleep debt per night. Over time, this leads to significant cognitive and physical fatigue. But here is the thing. You can't really catch up on sleep debt because the damage is done. So, like, if it's just the effect to your body is happened already. So you gotta always keep in mind your sleep debt. Now, keep in mind, that's coming from someone who, on the weekends, streams for you guys for 12 to 16 hours at a time. Over the course of a weekend, a full day. 24 hours to 30 hours in a weekend. I don't get a lot of sleep. I don't get a lot of sleep. So sleep debt, when I came across it, I was like, well, I'm dead. I'm dead. I've already told my wife you are going to live longer than me. It's not in the cards. Are they fucking with me? Do I have to check all of these little treasure areas? But I would say I'm afraid of dying. Because the idea of not really knowing what's out there scares the shit out of me. Mainly because it's completely unknown. When you die, you don't know what happened. You just don't exist anymore. What does that fucking mean? What does that mean? You just don't exist anymore. And then, like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, here's the thing. If you don't exist anymore, you're not going to be able to be upset about it or disappointed because you don't fucking exist anymore. But, like, that's so fucking scary to me. I don't know what happens when you die. And there's no reason that I've seen in my life to believe that anything happens when you are just light out, you are gone. That is it. That scares the shit out of me. For some reason. My theory on the afterlife, and this is legitimately my theory, is so one thing they found is you have a chemical in your brain called DMT. It's one of the main chemicals that helps you dream when you go to sleep at night. And I know I've had naps where I've had this dream that was like really intricate and huge. And it felt like days. And then I wake up and I look at the clock and it's been 30 minutes, 45 minutes. They've also found that when you die, your brain releases all of the DMT that has left in your body all at once. So I think Your afterlife is basically a huge dream. With that amount of DMT being released into your system compared to the minuscule amount that's usually released, I think you can just live in the dream. So whatever your mindset is at that time, that is what your afterlife will be. Whatever your ideal belief in the afterlife is, that's where you'll end up. If you believe that you are like guilty of some shit and you've hurt all these people, I think that is where the idea of hell comes from. Oh, not the idea, because you would never really know, right? Because true death is what would bring the afterlife. Not like I died for 3 minutes and then I came back. Where the fuck is this shard? But I'm definitely scared of dying. I think for me, my biggest obsession is time. I am constantly obsessed. Like, I hate sleeping because I'm losing time to do things. And my second obsession is learning. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but one thing I'm on the hunt for right now, really, really, really bad, is a full Britannica encyclopedia collection. They are really, really expensive, but I want one so freaking bad. I used to stay in during recess so I could read the encyclopedia. The encyclopedia was just the most incredible thing in the world to me. I would read it like a book. If money was no option and I could do whatever I wanted, I would just be like a professional scholar. I would spend the rest of my life in colleges and universities learning every single course I could, traveling and learning as much as I could. To me, like, learning new things is really the spice of life. It's the entire reason we are here. I'm still holding out hope that these random treasure ones are the shard, but it's just not showing me it. Am I in the right spot? Because that has happened before. I am in the right spot, but it's like really close to the edge of the map. It's nowhere near here. All right. All right, so it's near the edge of the tile. Dude, there's not a lot of edge there. I don't get a lot of sleep because I get caught up in what I'm doing and I just want to get in as much as I can. I have all these ideas for things I would love to do, but all my ideas affect my other ideas. So, like, all the things I really, really, really want to make right now would mean that I would have to stop streaming for a little bit in order to do them. And I don't want to do that. One thing I've learned is if you take a break, it's basically starting from the very beginning. Okay, I'm fucking looking this up. Where is the Outlook Island? Is it in someone's house? What is this fucking island called? Outset. Not Outlook. What the fuck? I did that. That can't be real. That can't be fucking real. I just read something that almost made me want to throw up. That can't be real. That's a fucking Triforce shard. Well, what the fuck are you talking about? You're just no, there's no way. You're fucking crazy. What are you talking about? Dude, the guides aren't helping. What? Give me a minute. I'm doing my best here. I'm gonna do something crazy. Oh my god. So all it basically fucking told me is, yeah, you gotta go to the east. You gotta go to the east part of the shore. You'll find it. Idiot. Brother, I don't fucking see anything. We had a big beam. Wait a minute. This can all be explained. It's gonna all be explained. I didn't open the map. That's what it was. Do I have to, like, leave the area and come back? Nope, I see it. Now I see it. It's right there. That's the way, baby. Gotta listen now. But I don't think Twilight Princess is in this timeline. I think it's in the adult timeline. Hey. I'm Googling all this shit that tells me it's in Outset Island. And I know it's in Outset Island. That's what I've been looking for. And it just came down to I didn't open the map. But something very weird happened here. I seem to have bought the maps from Tingle before I had the maps. Because the last batch of maps I bought from Tingle, I was still missing 2 of the maps. But it didn't seem to matter. I'm gonna use it. So I'm planning music streams where you guys get to watch me actually try and make some new music. But I'm currently saving up money right now to buy the last plugin that I need for my music software. Once I have this last plugin, I can legally make music for you guys again. Ever since I got hacked, which I never ever thought would happen to me, I have not pirated anything. But the plugin I need is expensive. It's $600. I thought we moved the statue back. PayPal helped. I got onboarded onto a new thing PayPal is doing, which I think is now available to everyone. Where you can make any purchase you make through PayPal beyond a certain amount, you can pay in 4 parts. It's just split across 4 months. That's how I bought the Guitar Hero controller and the fucking mask. Remember the mask? Remember the mask? I still haven't got it. So I emailed them and I've been talking to this one person. They seem to really want you to get this mask. And I was talking to them and they ended up changing their website because of me talking to them. And I actually, where's the mask? I don't fucking have the mask. So they changed their website to reflect the new launch time for the mask I got. They did offer to send me the first generation of their mask, but the whole reason why I got their second generation of the mask is because it allows for charging while in use. And my streams go for a lot longer than what the mask lasts for. They told me I'll have it before the end of June. That's what they told me. Oh, he actually looks pumped. Well. Yeah, he's pissed again. This will be easy. I mean, man, it's what I gotta do. Here's what I'm thinking. Did you never wonder why we haven't played The Last Caretaker anymore? Part of it was because I was waiting for updates. But the other part is that mask is the best fit for The Last Caretaker. I'm literally a robot next to Dylan. So I'll wear that mask for however long I have to. Well, they're dead. Hello? Plus, the mask is actually really impressive. Even the expressions. It's kind of a full-blown expression mask. So it responds to my blinks, my mouth movements, everything like that. But then it, like, if I shake my head no, the whole screen will light up red and say no. If I tilt my head, it will actually show a confused face. I like that. Here we go. No, I'm just kidding. I need to go talk to my boat. Wait, really? You better not be fucking with me. I'm on my way. Do you think I can do it now? Think I can really do it? Hell yeah. I do remember playing Twilight Princess on the Wii. I played it once, and it was actually really cool because on the Wii, Link mimicked your sword swing, like your swings. So if you did a vertical swing, you would attack vertically. If you did a pierce, you would pierce. It was really cool. What a bunch of idiots.